Types of narcissists. Good evening, champions. Today we're diving into a topic that can either trap you or set you free: narcissism. Not because we're here to judge or point fingers, but because understanding the dynamics of narcissists can help you rise, reclaim your power, and step into the life you're destined to live. Here's the thing: narcissists come in many shapes, and they often wear masks so convincing that we don't see what's happening until we're entangled. They can drain your energy, manipulate your emotions, and dim your light. But listen carefully, this isn't about them. This is about you. It's about how you can identify the masks, neutralize their power, and emerge stronger, bolder, and more unshakable than ever before. So let's pull back the curtain and look at the types of narcissists you might encounter. The charmer. They seduce you with their charisma and attention, but their agenda always revolves around them. The victim. Masters of self-pity. They thrive on guilt and play the poor me card to get what they want. The perfectionist. They demand excellence, not for progress, but to control and criticize you. The bully. They dominate through intimidation, feeding on fear and insecurity. The martyr. They give, but only to remind you of your debt. Their generosity has strings attached. The puppet master. Behind the scenes, they manipulate everyone to fit their narrative. So the grandiose visionary. They dream big but trample others on their way to the top. Now here's the truth. You don't have to fear these personalities. Why? Because knowledge is power. When you recognize their tactics, you reclaim your strength. Here's the game changer. The only person who can control how you feel is you. When you master your emotions, no manipulator, no narcissist, no negative force can penetrate your spirit. Your mission is to set boundaries that are as solid as stone. Walk away when someone disrespects your value. Rise above their tactics and focus on your goals, your growth, and your greatness. You're not here to shrink for someone else's comfort. You're here to shine so brightly that anyone who tries to dim your light gets blinded by your radiance. Remember, the narcissist thrives on your reactions. So stop reacting, start responding. With clarity, with purpose, with power. When you take control of your life, when you step out of the shadows of those who drain you, you'll discover the one truth that changes everything. You are unstoppable. Let them play their games. You're playing for greatness. Identify the mask. In the journey of personal growth, one of the most crucial skills you can develop is the ability to recognize the different types of narcissists you may encounter. This is not merely about pointing fingers or labeling people. It's about understanding the behaviors that can disrupt your life and drain your energy. When you can identify the mask someone wears, you take the first step toward reclaiming your power. Narcissists can be charming, and their manipulative tactics can be sophisticated. They may appear friendly and engaging at first, but beneath that surface lies a deeper agenda. By paying attention to their patterns of behavior, you can begin to see the signs. Do they consistently make everything about themselves? Do they lack empathy for others? Are they overly self-centered? These are indicators that you might be dealing with a narcissistic personality. Understanding these dynamics allows you to approach relationships with a discerning eye. When you identify the mask, you're no longer a passive participant in the interaction. You become an active observer, analyzing the motives behind their actions. This clarity gives you an advantage, allowing you to navigate your interactions with purpose and confidence. Recognize that narcissists often operate from a place of insecurity, and their need for validation can be overwhelming. They may manipulate others to boost their self-esteem, leaving a trail of emotional turmoil in their wake. By understanding this, you can develop a sense of compassion for yourself and for them. However, compassion does not mean you have to accept their behavior. Awareness is a powerful tool. It helps you differentiate between healthy relationships and toxic ones. When you're aware of the characteristics of narcissists, you'll be better equipped to protect your emotional well-being. You can start to create a mental map of your interactions, highlighting the red flags that signal a narcissistic dynamic. As you learn to identify these behaviors, trust your instincts. Your intuition is a valuable guide. If something feels off, pay attention. Trusting yourself will empower you to make choices that align with your values and your emotional health. This self-trust builds resilience and confidence, allowing you to stand firm against manipulation. If it's important to remember that not everyone you encounter will fit neatly into a category, people are complex and their behaviors can be influenced by various factors. However, knowing the common traits of narcissists will help you navigate relationships with a keen awareness of potential challenges. As you continue this journey of identification, you will find that you become more skilled at reading social cues. You'll notice patterns of behavior that you may have overlooked in the past. This heightened awareness doesn't just benefit you, it empowers you to cultivate healthier relationships with those who uplift and inspire you. With practice, recognizing narcissistic traits becomes second nature. You'll be able to identify not only the overt narcissists, but also the more subtle variations who may not present their true selves right away. This is about enhancing your emotional intelligence, which is essential for personal and professional growth. Embrace this process as a journey of self-discovery. Each interaction is an opportunity to learn more about yourself and others. You'll gain insights that not only protect you from manipulation, but also illuminate your path toward deeper connections with those who genuinely support and value you. When you start identifying the masks, you also start shedding your own. You'll find yourself becoming more authentic, more grounded in your truth. This newfound authenticity attracts positive relationships and helps you establish connections that nourish your soul. Remember, the more you learn about others, the more you learn about yourself. Understanding the masks narcissists wear can serve as a mirror, reflecting aspects of your own personality that may need attention or healing. It's a continuous cycle of growth and learning that empowers you to become the best version of yourself. So, ultimately, the journey of identifying narcissists is about self-empowerment. Each time you recognize a pattern, you're taking a step toward liberating yourself from toxic influences. This knowledge is not just a shield, it's a sword that cuts through confusion and leads you to clarity, strength, and resilience. By mastering the art of identification, you're not only protecting your energy, but also paving the way for authentic relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. He talks about the importance of identifying where your energy flows. Don't take the bait. In the game of emotional resilience, one of the most critical strategies is to avoid taking the bait when confronted with narcissistic behavior. This is about remaining centered, calm, and composed, even in the face of provocation. When narcissists sense that they can trigger an emotional reaction in you, they will exploit that weakness, drawing you into their chaotic web. Your power lies in your ability to control your responses. When someone tries to provoke you, whether through insults, gaslighting, or emotional manipulation, your first instinct might be to react. But pause for a moment and remember that your emotional state is your responsibility. You have the choice to respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. Now and again, in all times and conditions. So wherever you are, whenever you are, without reacting impulsively, to avoid taking the bait, develop a toolkit of strategies that help you maintain your emotional equilibrium. This can include deep breathing exercises, mindfulness practices, or even stepping away from the situation momentarily to gather your thoughts. The key is to create space between the stimulus and your response. Embrace the power of awareness. When you recognize that someone is trying to bait you into a reaction, remind yourself of your intention to stay centered. Visualize a protective shield around you that deflects their negativity. This mental imagery can be a powerful anchor, keeping you grounded in your own truth. Remember, narcissists thrive on chaos. When you refuse to engage with their drama, you disrupt their game. They may become frustrated, but that's not your concern. Your focus should be on maintaining your peace and well-being. You are not obligated to play their games, and the more you disengage, the less power they hold over you. It's crucial to understand that avoiding the bait does not mean you're ignoring the issue or the behavior. Instead, it means you are choosing to respond with wisdom and clarity rather than getting pulled into emotional turmoil. This proactive approach helps you maintain control over your narrative, allowing you to remain the author of your own story. One effective technique to avoid taking the bait is to practice assertive communication. Instead of engaging in a defensive or aggressive manner, express your thoughts calmly and clearly. Use I statements to convey how their behavior affects you without attacking their character. This approach shifts the focus back to your feelings rather than their attempts to provoke. The definition of aggression states that a form of force, deliberately or accidental, that imposes a person's feelings. When you assertively communicate, you create a space for dialogue that can potentially disarm the narcissist. They may not respond positively, but that's not your responsibility. Your job is to express your truth and stand firm in your values. This is where your strength lies. As you practice this skill, you'll find that your confidence grows. Each time you successfully avoid the bait, you reinforce your ability to maintain your emotional equilibrium. This builds resilience and fortifies your inner strength, empowering you to navigate future encounters with greater ease. Recognize that narcissists often seek validation through your reactions. By withholding your emotional response, you starve their need for attention and control. This shift in power dynamics can be incredibly liberating, allowing you to reclaim your energy and focus on what truly matters in your life. You are not a puppet on their strings. You are the master of your own fate. When you refuse to let their behavior dictate your emotions, you liberate yourself from their influence. This empowerment opens the door to authentic connections and fulfilling relationships that nourish your spirit. Over time, you'll notice that your interactions with narcissists become less taxing. As you practice this skill, you'll develop an inner calm that remains unshaken by external chaos. This emotional resilience becomes a superpower, allowing you to navigate even the most challenging situations with grace and poise. Ultimately, the goal is to cultivate a mindset of abundance and positivity. By refusing to take the bait, you shift your focus from their negativity to your growth. You become a beacon of light that attracts supportive, uplifting individuals who recognize your strength and value your authenticity. But here's the thing. In this journey, remember that the choice is always yours. You can choose to engage or disengage, to react or respond. Every time you consciously decide to avoid the bait, you reinforce your commitment to your own well-being and personal growth. Set boundaries with conviction. Setting boundaries is a fundamental aspect of self-care and emotional health, especially when dealing with narcissists. Boundaries are not walls. They are protective barriers that define what is acceptable and what is not. When you establish clear boundaries, you create a framework for healthy interactions, ensuring that you prioritize your well-being above all else. To begin setting boundaries, reflect on your personal values and what you are willing to accept in your relationships. What behaviors make you uncomfortable? What are your non-negotiables? By identifying these elements, you gain clarity about the limits you need to establish to protect your emotional space. When it comes to narcissists, boundaries must be firm and unwavering. They may test your limits to see how much they can get away with. This is where conviction comes into play. Stand your ground with confidence and assertiveness. When you communicate your boundaries, do so with clarity and directness. This is not about being aggressive. It's about being unapologetic in your needs. So, one effective way to communicate your boundaries is to use I statements. For example, instead of saying, "You make me feel bad when you criticize me," try, "I feel disrespected when I receive criticism that isn't constructive." This approach focuses on your feelings rather than blaming the other person, making it easier for them to understand your perspective. Consistency is key when it comes to boundaries. Once you've established what is acceptable to you, be prepared to enforce those boundaries consistently. If a narcissist crosses the line, address it immediately. This reinforces your commitment to your own well-being and sends a clear message that you will not tolerate disrespect or manipulation. As you set boundaries, you may encounter resistance, particularly from narcissistic individuals. They thrive on chaos and manipulation, and they may not respond well to your newfound assertiveness. This is not your problem, it's theirs. Stay focused on your journey and remember that you are entitled to create a safe space for yourself. So understand, boundaries also serve as a guide for others in how to treat you. When you communicate your limits clearly, you help those around you understand your expectations. This clarity fosters healthier relationships built on mutual respect and understanding. In establishing boundaries, practice self-compassion. It's okay to feel uncomfortable or anxious about asserting your needs, especially if you're used to accommodating others. Remember that setting boundaries is an act of self-love, and you deserve to prioritize your emotional well-being. The beauty of boundaries is that they empower you to take control of your interactions. You no longer have to navigate relationships with uncertainty or fear. Instead, you can approach each encounter with a sense of purpose and confidence, knowing that you are protecting your energy and your peace. As you reinforce your boundaries, you'll notice a shift in your emotional landscape. You may feel lighter, more empowered, and more in control of your life. This newfound confidence radiates from you, attracting individuals who respect and appreciate your strength. So the next time someone suggests something that may violate your boundaries, you can call out your boundary by saying, over time, the practice of setting boundaries will become second nature. You'll develop an intuitive sense of when your limits are being tested and how to respond effectively. This ongoing practice enhances your emotional resilience and fortifies your ability to maintain healthy relationships. For this enables you, it helps you to build relationships with your partner. And it really sets, as you cultivate this habit, remember that boundaries can evolve. As you grow and change, your boundaries may need to be adjusted as well. This fluidity is part of the journey. Stay open to reassessing your needs and refining your boundaries as necessary. Ultimately, setting boundaries with conviction is about reclaiming your power. You are the architect of your own life, and you have the right to design it according to your values and needs. By establishing and enforcing your boundaries, you step into your greatness and become the author of your own narrative. Focus on your growth. In the pursuit of personal growth, it's essential to shift your focus from the distractions and chaos created by narcissists to your own journey of self-improvement and empowerment. When you prioritize your growth, you reclaim your energy and redirect it toward what truly matters in your life. This shift in focus transforms obstacles into opportunities and challenges into stepping stones for your success. To begin this journey, set clear intentions for what you want to achieve. What are your goals? What skills do you want to develop? Take the time to visualize your future and create a roadmap that outlines the steps you need to take. This clarity will serve as a guiding light, helping you navigate the ups and downs of your personal growth journey. As you focus on your growth, embrace a growth mindset. This means seeing challenges as opportunities for learning rather than as insurmountable obstacles. When faced with setbacks, ask yourself, what can I learn from this experience? This perspective fosters resilience and encourages you to adapt and evolve in the face of adversity. If I continue and contribute no matter what, I'm going to find a reason. I've got the skills, the knowledge, the wisdom, and the passion. I deserve to be successful in whatever I choose, no matter how hard. One powerful way to foster your growth is through self-reflection. Take time to assess your progress regularly. What have you accomplished? What areas still need improvement? Journaling can be a valuable tool for this process, allowing you to track your thoughts, feelings, and experiences as you navigate your path. Journaling. In the context of dealing with narcissists, focusing on your growth means refusing to let their negativity define you. Instead of getting caught up in their drama or manipulation, redirect your energy toward your passions, goals, and aspirations. This shift in focus empowers you to cultivate a sense of purpose and fulfillment that is independent of external validation. Surround yourself with individuals who inspire and uplift you. Seek out mentors, coaches, or supportive friends who encourage your growth and celebrate your achievements. These positive relationships act as a counterbalance to the negativity that narcissists may bring into your life, reinforcing your commitment to your own success. As you invest in your growth, be patient with yourself. Personal development is a lifelong journey, and it's essential to recognize that progress takes time. Celebrate your small wins along the way as they contribute to the bigger picture of your transformation. This practice cultivates a sense of gratitude and reinforces your motivation to keep moving forward. Another key aspect of focusing on your growth is to embrace discomfort. Growth often occurs outside of your comfort zone, so be willing to take risks and push your boundaries. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a new project, or facing a fear, stepping into discomfort can lead to profound growth and empowerment. All positive psychology has its focus, fundamental research. It's also essential to cultivate self-compassion. Acknowledge that you are on a journey and it's okay to make mistakes along the way. Instead of criticizing yourself for setbacks, practice self-kindness, and understand that each experience contributes to your growth. This mindset fosters resilience and encourages you to keep pushing forward. This mindset fosters resilience and encourages you to keep pushing forward. As you continue to focus on your growth, you begin to notice a shift in your mindset. You'll become more self-assured and confident in your abilities. This newfound confidence radiates outward, attracting opportunities and positive relationships that align with your aspirations. When you prioritize your growth, you create a life that is rich with purpose and meaning. You'll find fulfillment in pursuing your passions, achieving your goals, and becoming the best version of yourself. This journey of self-discovery is not just about overcoming challenges. It's about embracing your potential and celebrating your unique gifts. Jason 633. Ultimately, focusing on your growth means taking responsibility for your own narrative. You have the power to shape your story and create a life that reflects your values and aspirations. By investing in your personal development, you step into your greatness and become a beacon of inspiration for others. Master emotional independence. Emotional independence is the cornerstone of personal empowerment, and it is essential in navigating relationships with narcissists. When you cultivate emotional independence, you free yourself from the shackles of external validation and manipulation. This mastery allows you to define your self-worth on your terms, rather than relying on others for affirmation or approval. You can finally choose to love yourself for affirmation or approval. Achieve emotional independence. Start by recognizing the sources of your self-esteem. Are you tying your worth to how others perceive you? Do you seek validation from relationships that may not serve your highest good? Understanding these patterns is the first step toward liberation. You have the power to redefine your self-worth based on your values, accomplishments, and intrinsic qualities. Recognizing that your worth is contagious, you empower. One powerful way to cultivate emotional independence is through self-reflection and self-awareness. Take time to explore your emotions, thoughts, and behaviors. Journaling can be a valuable tool for this process, allowing you to articulate your feelings and gain insight into your internal landscape. This practice fosters a deeper understanding of yourself and your emotional triggers. As you develop self-awareness, practice detaching your emotions from external influences. This means recognizing that other people's opinions and behaviors do not define your worth. When you encounter criticism or negativity from a narcissist, remind yourself that their perspective is a reflection of them, not of you. This mental separation helps you maintain emotional balance and resilience. Emotional independence also involves developing a strong sense of self. Invest time in understanding your values, passions, and goals. What truly matters to you? What brings you joy and fulfillment? By anchoring yourself in your values, you create a solid foundation that is impervious to external turbulence. The question of reality in the world from a human standpoint is that you are not real, or does that even matter? As you cultivate this sense of self, practice self-compassion. Recognize that it's okay to have emotions, and it's okay to feel vulnerable at times. Emotional independence does not mean suppressing your feelings. It means acknowledging them and choosing how to respond consciously. This practice reinforces your emotional resilience and empowers you to navigate challenges with grace. Surround yourself with individuals who support your journey toward emotional independence. Seek out relationships that encourage your growth and foster a sense of belonging. These positive connections serve as a counterbalance to any toxic influences, reinforcing your commitment to your own well-being. In developing emotional independence, it's crucial to practice assertiveness. Communicate your needs, desires, and boundaries with confidence. This assertiveness not only reinforces your self-worth, but also signals to others that you value yourself and expect to be treated with respect. As you master emotional independence, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. You'll become less affected by the actions and words of others. This newfound resilience empowers you to navigate difficult interactions without losing your sense of self. You are no longer a victim of circumstances. You are a powerful creator of your reality. Recognize that emotional independence is a journey, not a destination. It requires ongoing practice and self-reflection. Be patient with yourself as you develop this skill and celebrate your progress along the way. Each step toward emotional independence strengthens your resolve and reinforces your commitment to your own growth. So my friends who are distracted, over time, you'll find that emotional independence becomes a superpower. You'll attract healthier, more fulfilling relationships that resonate with your values and support your journey. As you cultivate this independence, you become a magnet for positivity and growth. Ultimately, mastering emotional independence means taking control of your emotional landscape. You are the author of your own story, and you have the power to define your worth, your values, and your relationships. By cultivating emotional independence, you step into your greatness and become a force of nature in your own life. Surround yourself with empowerment. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your emotional well-being and personal growth. When navigating relationships with narcissists, it becomes even more crucial to cultivate a supportive and empowering network. Your environment plays a pivotal role in shaping your mindset, and it is essential to curate relationships that uplift and inspire you. Begin by assessing your current relationships. Who in your life encourages your growth? Who supports your dreams and aspirations? Conversely, are there individuals who drain your energy or bring negativity into your space? Recognizing these dynamics is the first step toward creating a more empowering environment.